Success is something that everyone aspires to achieve in life, whether in their careers, personal relationships, or personal growth. However, despite having ambitions, many people find themselves stuck, unable to reach their full potential. There are numerous factors that can hinder success, but one of the biggest enemies of success is fear of failure. This fear paralyzes individuals, preventing them from taking risks, making decisions, and ultimately moving forward. Fear of failure is not just a minor setback, it is a psychological barrier that can keep people from realizing their true capabilities and achieving their dreams. Fear of failure stems from various sources, including societal expectations, personal experiences, and self-doubt. From an early age, people are conditioned to view failure as something negative rather than an essential part of growth. Schools often emphasize the importance of getting things right, and mistakes are frequently met with criticism rather than encouragement. This mindset carries into adulthood, where people become afraid to venture into the unknown, fearing judgment or embarrassment if they do not succeed. The pressure to meet external standards often creates anxiety, making individuals hesitant to take risks that could lead to substantial rewards. One of the most damaging effects of fear of failure is procrastination. When people are afraid of failing, they tend to avoid challenges altogether. They convince themselves that they are not ready or that conditions are not perfect, leading to endless delays in pursuing their goals. This avoidance behavior creates a cycle where opportunities pass by and the individual remains stuck in the same position. Procrastination is not a sign of laziness, but rather a reflection of deep-seated fears that make it difficult to take the first step. Another way fear of failure manifests is through perfectionism. Many people set unrealistic expectations for themselves, believing that anything less than perfection is unacceptable. This perfectionist mindset can be debilitating because it leads to excessive self-criticism and anxiety. Instead of celebrating progress, perfectionists focus on their shortcomings, which can erode their self-confidence. In reality, perfection is an unattainable goal, and striving for it often leads to frustration rather than fulfillment. Learning to embrace imperfections and view mistakes as learning experiences is crucial for overcoming this fear. Fear of failure also impacts decision-making. When individuals are overly cautious due to fear, they struggle to make important choices, fearing the consequences of making the wrong decision. This indecisiveness can result in missed opportunities, as waiting too long to act can cause potential advantages to slip away. In the fast-paced world we live in, hesitation can be costly. The most successful individuals are those who understand that not every decision will be perfect, but action is always better than inaction. Self-doubt is another significant consequence of fear of failure. When people allow fear to dictate their actions, they begin to question their abilities and worth. Negative self-talk becomes a habit, reinforcing the belief that they are not capable of achieving success. Over time, this lack of self-belief can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy where individuals do not even attempt to pursue their dreams because they have convinced themselves that failure is inevitable. Building self-confidence requires a shift in perspective, one that embraces failure as a stepping stone rather than a dead end. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear of failure is by reframing failure itself. Instead of seeing failure as an endpoint, it should be viewed as a learning experience. Every successful person has encountered failure at some point, but what sets them apart is their ability to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Rather than viewing those attempts as failures, he saw them as necessary steps in the learning process. Adopting this mindset helps people develop resilience and persistence, both of which are crucial for success. Another strategy to combat fear of failure is taking small, calculated risks. Instead of diving headfirst into a daunting challenge, individuals can start with smaller steps that build confidence. For example, someone who wants to start a business but is afraid of failing can begin with freelance projects or side hustles before committing to a full-scale enterprise. Taking incremental steps allows individuals to gain experience, develop skills, and gradually build the confidence needed to take bigger leaps. Seeking support from others is also essential in overcoming fear of failure. Mentors, coaches, and supportive friends or family members can provide guidance, encouragement, and constructive feedback. Surrounding oneself with positive influences helps shift the focus from fear to growth. Often, talking about fears with someone who has experienced similar challenges can provide valuable insights and reassurance that failure is not the end, but rather a part of the process. Developing a growth mindset is another powerful way to overcome the fear of failure. A growth mindset, as coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to improve rather than threats to their self-worth. By embracing this perspective, individuals become more willing to take risks and are less likely to be discouraged by setbacks. Ultimately, success is not about avoiding failure, but learning how to navigate through it. The most accomplished individuals in any field have faced failures, setbacks, and disappointments, yet they persisted. The key difference between those who succeed and those who do not is the ability to rise after falling. Fear of failure is a natural emotion, but it should not be allowed to dictate one's choices or limit potential. In conclusion, fear of failure is one of the biggest enemies of success because it prevents people from taking action, making decisions, and embracing growth. It leads to procrastination, perfectionism, self-doubt, and indecisiveness, all of which hinder progress. However, by reframing failure as a learning experience, taking small risks, seeking support, and unlock their true potential, success is not about never failing. It is about learning, growing, and persevering despite failures. The moment one stops fearing failure and starts embracing it as a stepping stone, the path to success becomes much clearer and more achievable. Success is something that everyone aspires to achieve in life, whether in their careers, personal relationships, or personal growth. However, despite having ambitions, many people find themselves stuck, unable to reach their full potential. There are numerous factors that can hinder success, but one of the biggest enemies of success is a lack of discipline. Without discipline, individuals struggle to maintain consistency, focus, and determination, all of which are essential for achieving long-term goals. Lack of discipline often results in inconsistency. Many people start working toward their goals with enthusiasm, but as time passes, their motivation wanes. Without discipline, it is easy to abandon efforts when challenges arise. Success requires persistence and the ability to push through difficulties, even when motivation is low. Those who lack discipline often find themselves trapped in a cycle of starting and quitting, which prevents them from making significant progress in any area of life. One of the main reasons people struggle with discipline is the tendency to prioritize short-term gratification over long-term success. It is easier to watch television, scroll through social media, or engage in leisure activities than to work on difficult tasks that require effort and patience. However, success demands sacrifices. Those who lack discipline often find themselves procrastinating, choosing immediate pleasure over the delayed rewards that come with persistence. Over time, these small choices accumulate, leading to a lack of progress and unfulfilled potential. Another consequence of a lack of discipline is poor time management. People who struggle with discipline often fail to plan their days effectively, leading to wasted time and inefficiency. Without a structured approach to managing tasks and responsibilities, individuals may feel overwhelmed and unable to accomplish what they set out to do. Effective time management requires discipline in setting priorities, creating schedules, and following through on commitments. Those who master this skill are more likely to achieve their goals, while those who lack it often find themselves falling behind. A lack of discipline also affects decision-making. People who do not cultivate discipline tend to make impulsive choices rather than well-thought-out decisions. They may give in to distractions, abandon their goals at the first sign of difficulty, or engage in habits that hinder progress. Discipline is what enables individuals to stay committed to their decisions, even when temptations or obstacles arise. Without it, consistency becomes difficult and progress remains elusive. One of the most significant ways that lack of discipline impacts success is through health and well-being. Achieving and maintaining a healthy lifestyle requires consistent effort in areas such as diet, exercise, and sleep. Many people set health goals but struggle to follow through due to a lack of discipline. Skipping workouts, indulging in unhealthy foods, or neglecting rest may seem harmless in the short term, but over time, these habits can lead to serious consequences. Those who develop the discipline to maintain a healthy lifestyle often experience increased energy, mental clarity, and overall well-being, all of which contribute to success in other areas of life. Financial stability is another area that requires discipline. Many people struggle with managing money because they lack the discipline to budget, save, and invest wisely. Impulse spending, failing to stick to financial plans, and accumulating unnecessary debt can create long-term financial struggles. Successful individuals exercise financial discipline by living within their means, setting aside money for future needs, and making informed financial decisions. Without discipline in financial matters, it becomes difficult to achieve financial independence and security. Discipline is also essential in professional growth and career success. Many people have ambitions of advancing in their careers, starting businesses, or achieving financial success, but without discipline, these goals remain unattainable. Discipline is what keeps individuals committed to continuous learning, improving their skills, and taking consistent action toward their professional aspirations. Those who lack discipline may find themselves stagnating in their careers, unable to progress due to inconsistent efforts and a lack of dedication. Personal relationships also suffer when discipline is lacking. Maintaining strong relationships requires effort, communication, and consistency. People who lack discipline may struggle to be dependable, follow through on commitments, or make time for their loved ones. Relationships thrive on trust and reliability, both of which require a disciplined approach to maintaining healthy interactions. Without discipline, relationships can become strained, leading to misunderstandings and disconnection. One of the most effective ways to overcome a lack of discipline is by setting clear goals and creating a structured plan to achieve them. Having a clear vision of what one wants to accomplish provides motivation and direction. Breaking down large goals into smaller, manageable steps makes it easier to stay on track. Discipline is developed through daily habits and routines, and consistency is key to building lasting discipline. Accountability is another powerful tool for developing discipline. Having someone to hold you accountable, whether it be a mentor, coach, or friend, can help keep you focused and motivated. Knowing that someone is monitoring your progress encourages responsibility and commitment to your goals. Additionally, tracking progress through journals, checklists, or goal-setting apps can serve as a reminder of the steps needed to stay disciplined. Building self-control is also essential in developing discipline. Practicing delayed gratification and resisting distractions strengthen one's ability to stay focused on long-term goals. Simple practices such as setting time limits for social media, avoiding unnecessary distractions, and creating designated work environments can improve discipline over time. Strengthening self-control requires conscious effort, but it becomes easier with practice. Developing a strong mindset is crucial for maintaining discipline. Discipline is not just about actions, it is also about mindset and attitude. People who believe in their ability to improve and succeed are more likely to develop discipline. Adopting a growth mindset, which embraces challenges and setbacks as learning experiences, helps in staying committed to goals despite obstacles. Developing self-belief and resilience enhances the ability to maintain discipline in the face of adversity. Ultimately, discipline is what separates those who achieve success from those who do not. Talent, intelligence, and ambition are valuable, but without discipline, they remain untapped potential. Success is not about waiting for motivation to strike, but about taking consistent action, even when motivation is low. Those who master discipline understand that success is a long-term commitment that requires perseverance, patience, and effort. In conclusion, lack of discipline is a major obstacle to success in all areas of life. It leads to inconsistency, poor decision-making, procrastination, and an inability to stay committed to goals. Whether in health, finances, career, or relationships, discipline is the key to long-term success. Fortunately, discipline is not an inherent trait, but a skill that can be developed through practice and persistence. By setting clear goals, maintaining accountability, building self-control, and adopting a strong mindset, individuals can overcome a lack of discipline and unlock their full potential. Success is not achieved overnight, but with discipline, it becomes an attainable and sustainable reality.